Have you ever wondered what it's like to hang 160 feet in the air on a detached piece of track, tilting face first into a 90-degree plunge? Well, look no further than Cedar Point, the roller coaster capital of the world. They're making this a reality. In 2025, they'll unveil Siren's Curse, North America's tallest, longest, and fastest tilt coaster, and their 18th roller coaster, if you're including Top Thrill 2. Today, we'll explore everything you need to know about this cutting-edge ride, from its jaw-dropping features to its Lake Erie-inspired theme. I also want to look into whether this is a good long-term fit for Cedar Point or if it could face some challenges down the road. Picture this. You're climbing 160 feet in the air on what looks like a Lake Erie shipping crane. As the Siren's Curse haunting melodies surround you, the track breaks away, tilting at 90 degrees straight down. The track is momentarily disconnected behind you and in front of you. The track then connects with the vertical section below. You hear the siren's call and then drop 58 miles per hour. This ride will have 13 airtime moments and 3 inversions. 2 of those inversions will be zero gravity barrel rolls, and there will be a high-speed triple down element. Siren's Curse will really stand out with its whippy transitions and ejector airtime. Talking theming and lore of this ride, you'll find Siren's Curse in the Celebration Plaza near Iron Dragon. This will be overlooking the Cedar Point Marina. This location ties in perfectly with the theme of Lake Erie's mysterious legends. The tower that actually tilts is going to represent a Lake Erie shipping crane tower. You don't really see that in the animations, but I really hope they theme the tower to a shipping crane. The other part of the theming, which really transitions into what makes this ride so unique, is the onboard audio. As far as I know, this is Cedar Point's first coaster with onboard audio. Here's my assumptions of how the onboard audio will play out. As you climb the lift hill, you will hear waves crashing, like this. Then as you reach the shipping crane portion of the track, or the tilting part, you'll hear creaking sounds as the track starts to tilt. As you're hanging there vertically, my guess is that you'll hear siren sounds right before the drop. After the first drop, I would hope they would put some kind of intense pirate or sea shanty related music. Another way this coaster is really going to stand out is through its LED lighting effects on the trains. So this will set several records. Specifically, it will be the tallest, longest, and fastest tilt coaster in North America. Currently, there is only one tilt coaster existing in the world. We are seeing 3 tilt coasters actually opening in 2025. It's amazing to see this new coaster model reaching all parts of the world. So will this new ride cement Cedar Point as a leader in the coaster world? I think the general guest is going to eat up this type of ride initially. It's going to look stunning. It's right by one of the midways to get some amazing views of that first drop. I'm just not sure how a ride like this will stay popular long term when you have a similar ride design right next door in the same park. So was this the best fit for Cedar Point? With how unique this ride experience really is, this should be a home run for Cedar Point. Tilt coasters are visually stunning coasters, as a massive section of the track is broken off momentarily from the track as it tilts. Having the tilt portion of the coaster and the first drop located right by a large midway will be an amazing view. My question is, having Valraven right next door, that is almost a similar ride concept to the tilt coaster as far as the first drop. But past that, it's a very different ride experience. Where this does fall in line with historical rides built at Cedar Point, this will break many records. But will these records really draw in the crowds, the attendance that Cedar Point hopes for? Something in me makes me think that this isn't Cedar Point's usual work when it comes to a new coaster. It could be the type, it could be the location, or for it to even end up at Cedar Point was just an ordeal. Six Flags Mexico was intended to receive this coaster, but some last-second changes resulted in Cedar Point getting Siren's Curse. My guess is initially this ride will be extremely popular and have some long lines, but in a year or two, this will be just a supporting coaster in a massive lineup of great rides at Cedar Point. With all these factors, will lines stay long for this ride over time or in the long run? Or will guests find this concept to be too similar to a ride next door? Honestly, we'll just have to wait and see. I mentioned earlier that Siren's Curse will be the first tilt coaster in North America. If you want to learn more about the first dive coaster in North America, check out this video. I go into detail about 4 coasters you can't miss at Busch Gardens Tampa, including SheiKra. But dive coaster or tilt coaster, what are your thoughts? Are these coasters too similar to be in the same park? Can Valravn and Siren's Curse exist next to each other? I still think this will be an amazing concept and super fun to experience. So drop your comments of what you think about this new ride at Cedar Point. Thanks for watching, and ride on.